In the next video I will talk about them. Hi, this is Victor and I'm here with a new video to talk about the brushes. So I was asked in the comments what are my favorite brushes, and here I am to talk about them in this video. So let's go make a close look to the desk, and I will talk about the brushes while I'm showing them. Okay, the brushes that you see in the camera are now my favorite brushes at this moment. So these are the Artificer brushes from Games Workshop. Okay, so this is especially I love the XS Artificer brushes. This is quite an old one, very used, and you can see the big difference on the tip of the brush, right? So this is because over time it has been losing some bristles, but the point is it's always have the point is always in a good shape. So this way I keep using it, and I still using it for doing no extremely small detail from time to time. I start using this more and more now. Okay, it's working very well. And for me, these brushes have a very nice durability, so I don't have problems with them at all. And I have to say, I don't treat the brushes very nicely. Okay, I'm quite harsh using them. Sometimes I don't even clean them very nicely, and they keep quite a nice shape and a nice pointy tip. Okay. You can also compare this with this is the standard layer S. Okay, this was maybe the type of brush I was using before. The durability of this brush is much lower than the XS and the Artificer. Okay, if we compare the Artificer versus the current layer, I will say that the Artificer have much better durability, the point is much better, so I really sold out on the Artificer. I just keep some of these layers because sometimes I win as a present, and to make some things that don't require too much detail, I can keep using them. Okay. Other one that I use a lot now to do, especially the first coats, is the Citadel Layer M. And for big surfaces, and to do, for example, the rims of the bases and so on, I use I have this one. I have the Artificer Layer M. I'm not. This is not needed. I really only think the Artificer. I think I only really take the advantage when we talk about the small sizes. I don't see the advantage on the bigger sizes for me. At least for me, brushes is something that is extremely personal, and everyone will have some preferences. Okay, so at the end, my advice is use the brush that you feel more comfortable with, and these are the ones I feel more comfortable with. And this is quite a good brush. It's doing quite a lot. I have more problems with the bigger brush. I don't know why than with the smaller ones, but these ones, the Artificer S and the Artificer XS, for me work extremely well. So I'm really happy with them. In the past I used other brands and they never give me the performance I wanted. The only thing I'm very bad keeping them is the dry brushes. So this is a small dry brush, you can see, and the other product I'm using for the brushes, I know that is quite harsh. It's a solvent based product, but the product I use is it's Pantaclean. Okay, so this is product from Rebel. I use this is a new one that I just bought because I finished the previous one, but this is a product I use to clean up brushes, and I use it mainly on the dry brushes. Okay, this is no, the tip is super stiff, so if we put it with the product, we'll do a demonstration here. Okay, so we have here the product. We can put it on the product. Okay, and now we can clean up the brush. You can see that it's removing all the paint that was dried. This is going to be quite a harsh one to clean up because it's have a lot of paint accumulated, but you can see this is really bad. Okay, so this brush is most likely, you see, it's almost impossible to recover this one. So this one really needs a lot of effort. Let me just can see how much paint I'm removing. Okay, and there is a moment that even this cannot do, even this. But you can see now I start softening this. We can put a little bit more. And this brush is only, you can see more paint I remove. This brush really only can work for dry brushing. Okay. What you have to be careful when you use this product is that you don't mix. Because now all the paint here is soft because we put it in the product, so we have to really clean it up quite nicely. If not, we are going to contaminate our paint job with the residue of that we still have in the brush. Okay. You can see how much paint I'm removing. Okay. So this is a product I use to clean. I will not finish here the work that I used to clean the brushes, and it helped me to recover a little bit the very damaged brushes to a way that I can still use them for dry brushing or just for really big surfaces. Okay, so but if we go back to the brushes, the other thing I have for very big surfaces like terrain, I use any big brush that you can find in the market. I don't care too much. This is mainly to do also big surfaces. This is the Army Painter. What I don't like too much is I used in the past as well this type of brushes. Okay, this is a very old one. I keep this. For example, this is quite soft. I can use this for very small dry brushing. If I need to do dry brushing in a very small areas. Okay, so this wasn't. You can see this is really in a bad shape. Here we have. This is also another brush to dry brushing. So you can see I'm not very good in maintaining my brushes, especially the dry brush one on good shape. So, but if I go back, if we need to paint terrain, I will use most likely something like this. Okay. And maybe if I need to do a big surface, I will use a spray most likely. Big surfaces, I will go for something like this one. When I want to go for more detailed parts, I will go for that. And when it's to paint miniatures, I will say that I paint 90% of my miniatures just in a way that we should not do it. Okay, I know, but when you have too much, so I paint almost 90% of miniatures just with these three brushes, with the layer M, the Artificer XS, and my I crossed this one, and my Artificer XS very old. Okay, so these are the brushes I use, and I have to say these brushes are really durable. I'm not good in doing maintenance on my brushes, and you can see that they still, if you watch my videos, these are the ones that you see 90% of the time in my videos. Okay, these are the three brushes that you will normally see in my videos, and this is what I used to paint. But as I said, brushes is very personal, so I encourage everybody to look for their own brushes and to know which ones they are the most interesting for them. Okay, so that's all what I want to talk here. I hope you find this interesting. That's all for now. So these are my three champions. These are the ones on the video, and yeah, that's all. So please give a like, comment below what are the brushes that you use, and if you would like to recommend me any brush, don't hesitate, put it in the comments below and I will give advice. So why not? I will say I feel very comfortable with these ones, but if there is something that you think it's better for me, and you see that it will be a good option, I'm always open to work. Just I forgot to say, Yeah, the cost of these brushes, yeah, this is about, not wrong, it was about 5 or 6 euros. The normal from the Games Workshop, these are more on the 15 euros. Okay, so these are 3 times more expensive than these ones, but for me, it is still worth it. Okay, and I have to say, when I say that it lasts a lot, I buy, maybe I change brush once a year, maybe a little bit less, 10 months, but I paint almost every day, right? So they have a lot of hours of paint jobs behind. So if you, yeah, you only have to see my thing in 2009. I bought 2 brushes for the tail. I bought more for the bigger ones, the cheaper one, but I think for the tails I just bought 1 or 2 times. Okay, so and I paint a lot. So I use them a lot. I use on surfaces I should not use because I like to use more the tail brush and the bigger brush. So yeah, that's all what I want to talk here. Please leave in the comments below what brushes you like. Thanks a lot for watching, and as usual, see you again later. Bye.